This week in the NFL was full of standout moments, but when you dig into the All-22 film, the real magic appears. The broadcast cameras give us the excitement, but the coaches' tape shows us the strategy, the spacing, and the execution that define winning football. Today, we're breaking down the top All-22 plays from Week 2, highlighting the brilliance of quarterbacks, the dominance of defensive fronts, and the creativity of play designers around the league. Let's start with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. On one of his best throws of the week, Mahomes rolled to his right, keeping his eyes downfield as the defense collapsed. On the All-22, you can clearly see how the receivers' spacing stretched the defense horizontally, creating a window for Mahomes to drop a pinpoint pass 25 yards downfield. What looks like improvisation on TV is actually careful anticipation and understanding of where defenders would rotate. Next, we move to the San Francisco 49ers, where Brock Purdy showcased his growth as a young quarterback. On a 3rd and long situation, Purdy stood tall in the pocket while the defense disguised a blitz. From the wide angle, you see how Christian McCaffrey released late as a checkdown option, but instead of panicking, Purdy worked through his progressions, hitting Brandon Ayuk on a deep dig route. The timing was textbook, and the All-22 reveals the perfect balance between pass protection, route depth, and quarterback patience. Shifting to defense, Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys put on another masterclass. On one particular play, he lined up wide, then used a ghost move to beat the tackle cleanly. From the overhead angle, you see how quickly Parsons closed the distance to the quarterback, forcing a fumble in under 3 seconds. The All-22 shows not just his speed, but the way the Cowboys' secondary maintained tight coverage, giving Parsons just enough time to make the impact play. Now, let's look at Miami. Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill continue to light up the league, and Week 2 was no different. One explosive touchdown came on a perfectly designed motion play. From the coach's view, you see Hill's pre-snap motion pulling the safety just a step out of position. Tua wasted no time, firing a strike into the vacated space for a score. The All-22 demonstrates the precision of Mike McDaniel's scheme. It's not just speed, it's how that speed manipulates defensive leverage. Over in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson reminded everyone why he's so dangerous. On a red zone play, the Ravens showed heavy personnel, but then spread the field with quick shifts. From the wide angle, Lamar scanned the defense, recognized man coverage, and took off on a designed run. The blocking was perfectly executed, with pulling linemen sealing the edge, and the All-22 highlights how defenders simply had no chance once Lamar hit top speed. It was a play where film study and raw athleticism collided beautifully. In Buffalo, Josh Allen delivered one of the sharpest plays of the week. After criticism in Week 1, Allen showed composure in the pocket. On this particular touchdown, the All-22 reveals how he manipulated the defense with his eyes, holding the safety in the middle before firing a laser to Stephon Diggs on the sideline. The subtlety of moving defenders with eye discipline is something you can only fully appreciate from the coach's tape. The Philadelphia Eagles also had a standout moment on defense. In a crucial 3rd down stop, their defensive line executed a stunt perfectly. From the overhead angle, you see how the linemen crossed, forcing the offensive line into confusion. Jalen Carter shot the gap untouched, collapsing the pocket. On broadcast, it looks like a simple sack, but the All-22 shows the orchestration and teamwork that made it happen. Another key All-22 moment came from the Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown ran a route combination that highlighted perfect timing and chemistry. From the wide view, you notice how his route opened a passing lane by drawing defenders inside, setting up a teammate for a chunk gain. These details don't show up in the box score, but the film proves how much St. Brown's intelligence impacts the Lions' offense. Finally, let's touch on the New York Jets' defense. Despite offensive struggles, the defense continues to show elite flashes. On one standout play, Sauce Gardner baited the quarterback into throwing his way. From the All-22, you see Gardner give just enough cushion to invite the throw before breaking instantly on the ball. It's a masterclass in anticipation and trust in technique. As we piece together all these plays, the theme of Week 2 becomes clear: execution at the highest level. From Mahomes' anticipation, to Parsons' relentless pressure, to Tua and Hill's chemistry, the coaches' film confirms what we suspected. Great teams not only make big plays, but they design, anticipate, and execute them with precision. Week 2's All-22 breakdown shows us why the NFL is the ultimate chess match. Every inch of the field matters, every disguise counts, and every decision is magnified under the wide-angle lens. As fans, seeing these plays in full context gives us a deeper appreciation for the brilliance of players and coaches shaping the game each Sunday. And that's the story of Week 2 through the All-22, the plays that defined the week, the strategies that worked, and the athletes who turned X's and O's into unforgettable moments on the field.